on the Scag and I'm rocking the Toro today. Let me show you one of the things I love about that Toro. Now, with the Scag, and every Scag I've ever owned has been like this, I don't know why, but when you're going forward it's fine. When you're backing up over tall grass or over leaves, it leaves a trail right in front of you as you're backing up. The Toro doesn't do that. So this backyard was covered in leaves, okay? There were leaves everywhere back here. And I didn't round robin it and then mulch them. I didn't leave the chute blocker down. I did nothing. I went straight down and then I went in reverse all the way back and then moved over and straight down, moved over and reverse, went back. And I did that back and forth. It took me about 2.5 minutes to do this whole backyard and blew it all that way. And the yard is clean without any leaves. I did the same thing on the far side over there. I would have never been able to do that with the Scag. So that's about my only complaint about that Scag, is you just can't do that. You can't do it with tall grass, you can't do it with leaves, and that sucks, because if you go over, you know, go in reverse trying to get your next pass to keep it all blown one way, it just leaves that trail, and then you got to go forward over it again to disperse it.
I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It has the wide angle lens on it, which means it can see this.
Which means it can catch all your freaking freaky hair.
Listen.
What?
I don't know.
This truck's a mess now.
Don't try to represent me.
This truck is spotless clean all week long. You can eat off the floors until come Thursday when you get in it. Then it's a mess again.
Nonsense.
Oh man. There we go. What? You can't eat string cheese all willy-nilly. You gotta peel it. There's a procedure. You can't just and bite right into it. There's a procedure. That's why they call it string cheese. You have to do it the right way. Peel it right down.
It's like a Kit Kat. You just bite a Kit Kat.
Kit Kat you gotta break in half and eat half it.
Yeah, you just eat it.
You just open a Kit Kat and just right into it without breaking it in half. Why do you think they say, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar?
I've never heard that in my entire life.
That's the song for Kit Kat, for the commercial.
I don't watch commercials.
What do you watch?
YouTube. I don't watch normal TV. I watch just YouTube and Netflix.
Yeah, well, you gotta peel it. That's how it works.
What if I just took and just threw it?
I go pick it up and smack you right across the face with it. Hit you right in your snot locker. The kid's got issues today. But we only have 2 left on our Thursday list, but we just pulled up to our church here that's pretty big. I don't know why I always say this church. It's like right around 4 acres of mowing, right? But we're in out of here in an hour. On the weeks we don't have to weed whack, because we don't have to weed whack it every week. There's not that much weed whacking to even do here. It's mostly just grass, and we weed whack it down, and it's like every other week we have to weed whack it. So when we just have to mow, we're not here in like 50 minutes to an hour. We fly through this. It's all wide open. But I always say it's one of our big ones on Friday, and we got to knock the big one out to save a little bit of time. But tomorrow I have a new bearing press coming to the house, and I had to schedule delivery, and they said anytime between 10 and 2, and they said that the driver will call me an hour before they're coming, so I'm trying to knock this out. But when we get done mowing today, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go do the last two that are right around the corner from my house. When we get done with that, then I gotta go and look at this truck that I'm bidding on. I get to go see it in person, so I'm gonna go and look at that and then find out if I'm gonna make a bid on it. I still haven't bid on it yet, but I did talk to the guy yesterday, and he told me the whole history of the truck. He says pretty much one maintenance worker's had this truck its entire life. He was a big fat guy. That's why there's like a chunk out of the outside of the, it's a bench seat. It's just a single cab truck. And there's a chunk taken out of the bench seat, but he said he was just a big fat guy and he'd roll out of the truck all the time, and that's why the seat got messed up. But anyway, so they took it out of service in 2018, and then they still drove it around for a year in the winter just to drive around checking roads. So they'd call in and say what roads really need plowed first, but they didn't plow with it in 2019. So it's been sitting for like a year in this stone lot. So anyway, he said that there's nothing wrong with it. The maintenance all been kept up, and he's the supervisor of the maintenance, I believe. So I guess it's you know, it's a county truck. So anyway, the bidding ends at 7:47 tonight, and I want to see it in person before I even make an initial bid. It's still, as of this morning, I just checked like an hour ago, it's still only up to $3,400. That just splashed up right in my eye. Ah.
Can I do it? This would be some great content, man.
Yeah, you'd rather walk 10 miles and smack your mom in the mouth than score me with that thing. I'll bust you right in your jaw. But anyway, so I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna go look at that and then decide if I'm gonna bid on it. I know what my maximum bid is gonna be. So if it's worth bidding on, what do you say?
I said 12 grand.
12 grand? No, I think my max is gonna be like 4,500, 5 grand. So if I can get the truck for that price, then I'll do it. Depending on what I see when I go to look at it. So we're gonna finish this up, and then we'll go from there. I don't know who you are.
Dump marketers.
Goodbye.
No
what it is.
insurance
Spam
policy.
non-stop. They've been going like 10, 15 calls a day. I'm getting like 7, 8 spam text messages a day. It's ridiculous.
Your insurance is renewed, and we need you to call back and give us your information so and we can come to your house and come find you.
What is wrong with you today? Did you stay up all night?
It was like 10:30.
Really? You're
usually up until
about
like
a
1.
goofy son of a nutcracker. All right, we got to go knock this out.
Make sure you hit the subscribity bobbity button, leave a thumbs up and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. We'll see you in the next one.